This episode features breaking news. Last night time marked the official launch of the primary of numerous BITWISE filings for the XRP ETF as a way to only serve as a ripple impact of the traditional snowball impact. We had been discussing the ETF on the top of the pyramid. Before our call about 5 months ago, an ETF for XRP changed into the horizon. It will launch in 2025, and institutional capital will be joining the market. Next, let's take a better study of the grayscale, the movements being excited by the consider, and how this served as a foundation for the ETF. We shall examine the BITWISE submission. Now that you apprehend its which means and our objective, please sit. We'll take it from there. Come again, unwind, and permits begin with Bitcoin. It is currently down $61,500 or 3.83% over the day past, with Ethereum closing at $24.63. Right now, it's unavailable, with XRPs buying and selling at a meager 59 cents in USDT and USDC at their respective greenback benchmarks. The complete marketplace capitalization of cryptocurrencies has decreased by using 6.28% to $171 billion. What price need do we pay humans? What is it that we ought to be focusing on? It's straightforward right here. A CME for Bitcoin nonetheless exists. Gap, as we previously cited, the fulfillment percent of this thing sinking back down, and last them isn't always depending on it getting close to. In reality, it doesn't usually need to be in the low to mid $50,000 zone. It is there, you have to pay for it. It is a legitimate target for interest. I've been telling you for a while that I haven't used my money in those markets, but it's nevertheless sitting at the sidelines. I have to find out if we will have one. For Bitcoin, we want to keep this range. If we fail to hold our contemporary variety, which is among 60 and 62, or possibly even among 59 and 62, we might also revisit the anticipated CME hole. If we do close this hole, well, I do no longer consider this dip, and I do not consider we are going to be down there for a long time. If it does occur this month, how will we understand if we invalidate it? Simple desires continue to be unchanged. To close that hole, Bitcoin should upward thrust above $74,000 for us to close that gap. Goodbye. Keep in mind that these gaps don't continually get stuffed, and that doesn't mean we're going to move again to observe that line for XRP. We're all panicking, however it's most effective, remember, of 60 cents to reach our initial resistance stage, which we need to surpass. After that, we will talk the fee of XRP. Now that Bitwise and Agile has introduced an ETF, why hasn't the rate of XRP multiplied? Why ought it to? It's virtually a report. We are nonetheless expecting SEC permission. We still need to verify that the ETF will launch the subsequent year. The release of the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs resulted in a decline in their fees, accompanied by way of tremendous rallies, and charge will increase. The equal thing will show up with XRP. However, the mere notification of its rejection does not make certain its approval. Remember, we may want to remedy the Ripple VCC lawsuit in just 5 days. See how simple that is. Buy and keep, it does not depend. View name. Another NFT venture it truly is sporting out our moves is, wait, you cannot say that Binance V Wallet has changed tons in the Beyond month on account that they're remaining stacked, nearly 30 million extra tokens in a single day. In my opinion, this indicates that they're equipped for any other substantial pump this 12 months. This Pockets has been perfect and keeps to promote a day or two beforehand of timetable. Take a long look at this. There you have got it. Binance Pockets records is visible. Binance is increasing in fee for a particular cause. They will both consist of it on VOA or Beach, seeing that they're aware that that is a pump-related problem. I trust they are each privy to this. In my opinion, things are going to blow out, and you recognize what's going to be one of the pinnacle gainers in 2025. I possess VO. I write plenty about VO and the news, and I believe that the pleasant of the content, they'll improve over the years. This fashion is anticipated to continue, especially as we approach this historical bull market. VO isn't always indexed on a prime alternate. However, what do you believe you studied will manifest to the fee if it is listed on a chief alternate at this point? Sure, you can use Uphold, but no longer everybody wants to. Not everyone desires to use Uphold, however, all of us enjoys it. I back Uphold as an affiliate for Uphold. I can attest that this is going to leap to new heights when it will become available to the general public and clients begin to inquire about V. I stand through my commitment, and as I previously stated, I'm patiently ready. The current value of this item is 1.2 cents, and it has the capability to go back to a penny. I plan to deal with myself to a few million greenbacks as I consider the fee of this asset ought to increase by way of 350 or maybe 100 times. Reliable cryptocurrency such as, look, he is no longer tall. And S within the past, I've promised to shop for PSI after my quant DC averages out. I first of all meant to rotate into XLM, but I've determined to go to the S network instead because it has a pleasant pump. When the price drops further, I'll select this up. What am I anticipating? We hit that quantity due to the fact this quant, $78, is my DCA. It's now not that quant. Didn't preserve it on Monday, so I'm just going to maintain stacking like $800 every week till I get my DCA, which have to arrive someday soon. Currently, the quant's rate hovers around $76. Pending its arrival at the DCA, I will preserve to guide this method's workings. Let's no longer forget Grayscale's XRP Trust. As we previously discussed, Grayscale mounted the trust as stepping stone. What does the accept as true do with an XRP ETF? The accept as true allows people who choose now not to have interaction in trading by way of their own cryptocurrency or establish a cryptocurrency wallet to make use of the assets Grayscale gives through the consider. Institutions can use the trust to decide the extent of demand for an asset if this call for an ETF will result. In this manner, consider is the first layer. Since human beings clearly want XRP, the most logical next step is to create an ETF. That is something we've been discussing for the past 5 months. What do we discover subsequent? BITWISE right here is the piece from the block that the crypto index fund supervisor confirmed and shared with the block the day past, declaring that he did, in truth, imply the Delaware record for the BITWISE XRP ETF became real. Here, as highlighted to your comfort, we will confirm that this registration became certainly made by way of us, BITWISE Matthew Hogan, Chief Investment Officer, knowledgeable of the block on Tuesday. But let's pay attention, as that is the registration of a trust entity in Delaware. We may also speak similar statistics and observations the next day. Let's see what new statistics concerning the XRP ETF will become to be had at this moment. It's called the BITWISE XRP ETF excuse. Agree with me. I do not assume that is real, people. As I've stated earlier, then if the institutions need something, I want it. The institutions want XRP, which is around their top 4 holdings or largest holdings. The ETF will facilitate institutional cash's entry into the cryptocurrency world, specifically into XRP. You need to be conscious that XRP is their 4th biggest fund, accounting for 2% of all the funds they cope with. What else is amusing or what else strikes you as bizarre? In some days, BITWISE can be talking at swell. In the interim, what approximately all the whales we saw on Monday amassing a widespread quantity of XRP, we wondered, who's shopping for all this XRP? What motivates them to buy a lot of XRP at that vicinity? There should be a cause for this, and it is going to be found out tomorrow. BIT accurately positioning himself to XRP ETF is noticeably noteworthy in his opinion. He says in the short term that is likely a name option on the November election, remembering that the final results of the election will play a first-rate position and a primary effect of the crypto markets. Yes, however, BITWISE has numerous credibility. BITWISE is a crypt fund organization that doesn't virtually throw things at an insurmountable barrier. This is strategic of their DNA, with the argument that the XRP ETF is maximum likely a political matter right here within the brief run, coming sooner or later. But I think it's all reversible through the years. However, the longer-term plan is to offer this as an ETF wrapper. Given tokenization, can you see where you understand why Brad Ginghouse anticipated that the cryptocurrency markets could reach 5 trillion greenbacks via the give-up of the YAR? Do you understand why I agree with that? If the establishments enter this bull cycle, we may want to see a first-rate cycle, in contrast to something we have ever visible, with all the pieces steadily coming collectively and the timing aligning perfectly. We speak a lot about timing. Timing is the entirety on this channel. If XRP surges to